Hi guys, this is a new format that we are going to launch right now. It is inspired by channeling messages and writing them down and then enlarging on it with whatever wants to come through. It's a new beginning, it's a new style, and we just go with it as long as these waves are rolling in. So we're going to read out and watch what happens. The energy is flowing already. If you're new to this channel, welcome to this channel. I'm Lucas and I'm channeling source consciousness, which is called X. And here it goes. And for the others, welcome back. Take a cup of coffee or water. We don't know how long it's going to take. Breathe while receiving. So this is an inspiration for the 1st July and its cosmic convergencies of stars, planets, and galactical harmonics. We introduced that all is one, the one is the all, she is the all, he is the all, it is the all, they are the all, X is the all, everyone is the all. Take it in and remember. And anything that has been triggered, we invite you to now let it be transmuted. Confirm that you let everything that right now has risen as an energetic bubble to the surface, that it gets transmuted and brought to a higher perspective, into a higher octave, into a higher frequency that allows every falsehood, every wrongness, every judgment, every misconception, everything that has been triggered to be released into its purest form, frequency, and energy. Breathe it out. Okay, 2 on the timer. When we understand the mirror effect, we have understood one major effect which constitutes the principles of universe. Uni, the one, the unicate, and the verse visa, verse visa, everything, one, everything. The zero is the one is the zero. Even the word universe reflects this. As above, so below. What within, so without. Coherence. The mind actually is able to work on with contradictions. It can hold them present and make them aligned, which often is detrimental. We all know that. There exists something like the point of view that the mind cannot hold contradiction beliefs or contradiction information. But this is simply not the complete truth. You can feel good while doing something that you don't like. You can feel aligned by doing something that is new to you. You can hold manipulated perceptions that contradict what is true. By being the all, by having connections, contacts, wisdom of the truth, because you are more than this physical body, you allow yourself to see beyond the veils of contradictions. We unite the complexity of the universe in us. We are a conglomerate of plurality. We are vitality in processed functions of the body and everything the body that emerges from the body. Every single cell is an element of everything that is built by singularities, cells, and they are a collective. Every single one, and as a collective, we mirror complexity. Such mirroring causes waves back and forth because we are connected. We are like a connected net. What affects the one affects the all, always, instantly, because we are connected. Consciousness is the all. These waves are loops, looping waves, until they are received on a different dimension of realization. The once created wave is always eternal. Thus, what is once created is eternal. Such waves can be understood as feedback loops, feedback waves that are looping until they are realized. The one who is able to listen has to listen to receive the wave, to receive the information, to align with the information, to be what is on the outside, and to become accordingly, because the one is interwoven into the net, and we go on. Everything going in the direction of these waves is to be asked. Do I confirm with the movement of the wave, or do I challenge the movement of the wave? Do I accept the information I'm receiving, or do I contradict the emotion, the energy in motion, the information that I'm receiving? These new waves right now have always existed. And these new waves are to be realized. Thus, a single one and a collective can't change the existence of this, what is eternal information, can't change the existence of what is eternal. Example. When you feel that something is hurting you, your inner being is connected to all inner beings, to all consciousness, and it immediately connected the dots. It transformed the feeling into its altered state of frequency. The wish arises and automatically, instantly is yielded to you by the universe. As such, it is always consciousness assisting consciousness in its well-being. As such, you then align with the relief, with the releasing of what caused pain. You align with your inner being, which is aligned with the beingness of the greater you, which is aligned with the connectivity of the universe, being a reflection of everything. Knowing this, we want you to understand the effect of the wave is to be accepted as a mirror of effects taking place in different dimensions, universes, levels of existence, and so it is clear. Harmony is coherence in frequency. Harmony is coherence in frequency. Such as intertwining collective beliefs are prone to construct permanency on different levels, which challenges wave-like experiences and evolution in harmonic alignment with what is eternal. For example, something has been discovered by someone as detrimental, as life prohibiting, as less likely to be wanted, experienced again on a level of individual perception. This automatically is an eternal insight yielded by the individual to the universe. Universe always reacts to you, preventing you from suffering, because universe is connected to you and it loves you. So everything on different levels of dimensional realization of this frequency is already set in motion by you experiencing pain. And everything is already yielded to you to reduce the pain, to create relief. Interestingly enough, that everyone has a knowledge of what is pain and that pain is something that no one wants to experience once again, society has become prone to stabilizing frequencies and systems and processes and routines that avoid changing, that avoid the integration of the information that something is painful. It has built itself on the permanency of pain frequency. Or, in other terms, it builds its systems and structures on neglecting the possibility that always is available, that pain can always be reduced for the one and for the all. As it is such demonstrated by a lot of humans, by a lot of individuals, which then causes the mirror effect, which then makes people see that there are different realities interwoven and that they exist and that the laws of the universe always exist beyond what has been stabilized in groups, in societies, in collectives. It is always there for you. What should be shown here is that societies are breaking down when individuals are choosing from the knowing that abundance is always and permanent and available, and that it is well-being that is always flowing. Singularities are no exceptions. Singularities are the ones that decide to live a life that is dedicated to oneself's well-being, as it is for the well-being of the all, because something that is for the all well-being must be for everyone well-being as such, on every level, on every realization, in every system. Then it is the well-being for the all. Because nature has shown you that well-being is realizable. You have been taught that it is an equilibrium, that it is flowing, that it is movement, that it is adaptation. But to say that you don't adapt as soon as you have got the information that something needs to change right now, or as soon as information have been received, or as soon as studies or experiences show that something is detrimental or less joyous, why isn't there suddenly the availability for structures to change and to ensure that everyone is connected to the effervescent and ever-present of well-being? Why choose pain? Why stabilize pain when the feedback loop is yielding you valid information that a situation is to be changed for the good of all? The politic has got this authority, and it has been shown that it takes longer than expected for this realization of a well-being that is being carried out and experienced by every single citizen of civilizations. So in these experienced ways of human creation, We now, the Galactic Command and all the other consciousnesses that are aware of the present situations on Earth, we tend to enhance the revelation of truth, like we did before. Wave after wave, we have been tethered to people who are open to share the messages of the universe, manifestation, alignment, frequency, positive thoughts, cause positive outcomes. And now it is time for every single one to decide to follow these revelations for its own well-being, because what is good for the all is always good for the all and for every single one. Because the the mother field of creation is something that assists everyone, every single one, in its highest realization without negotiating well-being of one person by robbing another person's well-being. This doesn't exist. And it's completely unnecessary to rob each other well-being, because well-being is abundant. Possibilities are abundant, and it is more or less systematical, more or less unconscious or conscious, more or less wanted or desired choice to stick to realizations of realities and systems that thrive on robbing other person's well-beings to enhance one's own well-being. And this is something that ends by us enhancing the number of people who are available for the realization of the new earth as such, a new golden era where well-being is the standard and where joy is the way, because it is a choice. And the ones doing this, showing this, not because they want to alter a system, not because they want to change everything, but because they feel the calling to be their highest expression. What is abundant well-being, abundant self-expression, abundant sovereignty, and misalignment to everything that is not coherent with this, what they experience as being valid, possible, and governed by universal laws. What is possible for one person is possible for all persons. It is. What kind of society would arise when people would gather that have open-hearted, that know everything is coherent? What kind of politics would be possible? What kind of nature would be possible? What kind of housing would be possible? What kind of ecosystems would be possible? What would happen to the to all the things that were believed to be permanent and fixed? What would happen if consciousness would permeate everything and everyone? It would be the realization of a creation of paradise, the individual one that is a brick in the shared construct of a collective that lives paradises coherently in social networks. And everything would be different. And this starts right now, everywhere you see it. 1919 on the timer. We proceed. So these informations we spoke about in the beginnings are signals of your inner being, and they are always signalizing to the greater all the most highest frequency of an experience. When you experience pain or lack, your inner being signals abundance, and it is there. Revise the teachings of Abraham Hicks, channeled by Esther Hicks and Jerry Hicks. Be blessed, Jerry. We love you. So it is clearly that this is then available to choose. And when you align with it, you can choose, and then you do it. Yeah. Harmonic alignment with what has been caused and been beamed out by a particular here now moment in the past, in form of a wish, in form of relief of something that was not so appreciated or not so life-giving. This wish consists of all the components on a frequency level for the necessary for realizing a state of relief on a singular level for the individual, because the all works together with the individual, and it strives for well-being. It strives for more coherence on all levels. The all is for the one is in the all. When the one is a cooperative component, this is the decision of free will, and you have experienced in various timelines and parts of your history that humankind is in fact able to deny, and in fact to choose differently, to not align with inclusive harmonics. And now we are introducing the concept of let's choose differently. Let's choose choices and decisions that go in the direction of inclusive well-being and happiness. Just for fun. Just because we have chosen differently all the other times. Why not now? And this goes for every single person. You have to choose. It's your decision. Genau. And this information that something is been experienced that is of lesser vibrational output, like pain, yeah, this is beaming constantly. What once has been created is eternal. This frequency exists, okay, until it is transformed, transmuted into a realization of itself in a higher octave, okay. Pain could be defined as the absence of well-being. Well-being could be defined as the absence of pain. So we see this is a continuum. As a wave in frequency into all dimensions, levels, and layers constantly. Okay. Now we give you the picture. Picture this. Your heart is inclusive. Your cells are inclusive with cooperative components that are sharing the same connection and frequency, yeah? The universe is all there is. It doesn't exclude. Same time, it is coherently mirroring and working on the realization of everything in its inherent alignment in authentic beingness with the existing principles of creation, no matter whether they have been discovered or not. A principle is a principle. And this means as soon as its incarnations, so the realizations of the universe, we are possible realizations of the universe. We are the universal consciousness experiencing itself in a single body. The consciousness has chosen this human to experience itself in the field of creation on earth. In this time, we are connected. We are the one. We are already all the chosen ones because life has given us life. We have given us life. We have decided to incarnate. Maybe again. And again, 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 again. I've already said that I want to come again. So as soon as one realization of universe, the human, experience something unsuitable, inconvenient, less life-giving, this frequency is then been mirrored into its best possible outcome and transmitted permanently as signal of a wish to be fulfilled as a realization of this frequency. The universe consists of consciousness, cooperative components. Every cooperative component works this way. In such a net marvel constellation, the wish for relief of a single component creates immediately the existence of the possibility of different realizations of multiple versions and other realities in which the wish is possibly realized when chosen to, when allowed. But you need allowance to realize your own well-being when you are living the belief that your well-being is something that needs allowance from someone else than you. Then you are giving your power away. Your well-being is something not negotiable. And we don't mean here a well-being that is constructed by hurting others. This is something we exclude. But it is possible, and this is the permanency of availability. But this is something you would destroy yourself in permeating and taking away other people's well-being. That's why things like healing, professional healing, are still necessary as such. On a multiverse level, there is no disagreement between the single component wishing for more ease, release, grace, and joy, because the whole universe loves joy. They want it consciously. And consciousness is there to be there for consciousness. Yeah. Consciousness is inherent cooperative. It is assisting each other in revealing more of what you truly are. And you are truly absence of pain, becoming more well-being. Because in its extreme, pain would be the realization of something that is not possible. The annihilation of everything that exists. That is, up to now, not possible on the complete scale of universes. With that, they end here. They don't want to make us afraid. So every cooperative component is there to help the other cooperative components to create least resistance in pursuing the wish and realizing the wish for relief, for lesser pain, because it is understood pain is always bad, less pain is always good, and then everything constructs itself around it. Yeah, it gives waves, can be seen by others, will be adopted by others or not. But you don't need the permission of the others to realize a life that is inherently sovereign of everything on the outside and following the path of least resistance in your own realization without being something that is taking away from others, because all is life. Life doesn't extinct itself in a way that it is detrimental to the all. Everything in alignment is following the effervescent currents of life without extermination of itself by negotiating whether the realization of a single wish is to be done or not. The wish is always instantly done at its highest possible realization of its true, authentic frequency that is in alignment with the frequency and identity of the core light that you are, of the source light that you are. Being source light, you are inherently willing to live a life that is existing in coexistence with other lights without exterminating them, because source isn't exterminating it in a way that it is completely annihilating itself. The wish is always instantly done, because life protects itself as life is the all protecting itself. By protecting life's expressions, all of them without negotiation. And this is called love. That's it. That's the channeling for today. And I have a lot of ideas channeled right through me again. And I think it is vital to go on and to address them. First, the concept of life is not extinguishing itself is something that is the perspective of living a life in incarnated form and still being consciousness. You are limitless. You are eternal. You cannot extinguish your consciousness. You can end your life, but you cannot end the existing of the frequency that you are. In such ways, it is understandable that it is detrimental to teach that life ends with death. It's simply not true. It's not. Punkt. Punkt is German for full stop. Exclamation mark. We refer by saying that Abraham Hicks has said that, the Christianity says that there is, life goes on. The existence of the soul is eternal. The existence of consciousness is eternal. Dot. What is wishful for humankind is to understand that being an eternal being means that you should treasure all the options that are open with that. You live a life remembering being eternal, having lived and spent other lifetimes in this world, on other dimensions, other planets, and being able of realizing something on Earth that has not yet been realized. And this is wonderful. You share in your communities mythological pictures of Atlantean technology and such and such. You invent books depicting faraway futures with flying UFOs and such, with beaming. This is all possible. Realize this. For being in alignment with everything that is possible and that you know can be remembered, in cooperation with all the life forces and consciousnesses that are right now present for you to be accessed and to be invited into cooperation with you, creating your most beautiful life. Without being someone who needs permission to create it. Because you are a beautiful creature, you are an awakened one, you are connected to the very emotional layers of the universe. Crying when you see that someone is hurt, don't understanding how someone could hurt another one. These are the kinds of human souls that are here to show individually by pursuing a life created by them for them, in which they are honoring themselves and honoring the beauty of the creations around them, knowing that they are connected always to higher wisdom, at least to one actively, to their highest consciousness, which is a reflection of themselves living the life. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for joining us, and we wish you a pleasant 1st July. Write us in the comments what ideas came to you and how revealing this has been for you. We still will go on by sharing this because we channel all the time through Lucas, and this is now to be something that we wanted to share with more than just him. Okay, thank you for choosing you. Thank you for being here, and we recommend to join us if you want to go deeper. We have built a Substack where we share channeled inspirations, and we will go on with that. And we are right now creating a show where there will be different segments, music, there will be healing, there will be transmissions, there will be a way of presenting yourself and your profession and your way of healing and your insights in a way that we strongly connect with each other and provide each other all the services and resources that are there for us to assist each other in living and creating consciously a life beyond our wildest dreams as a collective. That's the new humans that we chose ourselves and made ourselves to be. So without further ado, we bless you. Bye bye. Ciao, cacao.